Alright.
This program was brought to you by the following sponsors.
This is the third time you're showing me this. You really want me to know Atlus and Arxis Works made this game together, don't you? 100% on episode P4. Nice. Alright, we're gonna start episode Adochi today. We're definitely not gonna finish it because episode Adochi is like a 14-parter, so there's no way we're gonna finish it today. But we might be able to finish it tomorrow. But we're gonna start at it. See where it leads us. We have like about 20 minutes worth left on today's stream, so not that long. But we should be able to get through the first scene. My molar slowly crunches the hard lump of fiber. Then my eyebrows and my first taste of the lotus roots in a long while. What?
Ugh, gross.
Describing some barely filled rice is washed on the lotus root. Anybody eat lotus roots? Today's dinner consists of the gonna be full of vegetables. I'll get some miso soup and one step from water, cucumbers, and even more orange slices of 2 of dessert. I want some sea urchin or eel. I don't know about sea urchin, but I like eel. Kind of sounds good. Or maybe beef tongue, rare, covered in green onions, little lemon juice. Well, I fantasize about this. I grab another lotus root, all of the bento packed with my chopsticks. I peer through the holes of lotus roots, and my eyes meet those guards staring me through the observation window.
Yeah, sorry.
I've been in jail for 5 months now. I've been holding the prefecture police HQ and neighborhood Inaba City as a suspect in several murder cases that took place in Inaba. 2 murders, abandoned corpse, plus a few other charges. Normally, I'd be immediately prosecuted and transferred into prison, but the police are having trouble with the supernatural causes of deaths being thrown in the television. I mean, I sure as hell wouldn't want to be assigned to a pain in the ass case like this. Well, maybe it's not for me to say, being an ex-cop and all. After Neo downstairs hits me soon after I lay down the tatami mat, there's nothing to do, empty cell. Just about to pass from the unconscious into my beckoning slumber. Voice of guard out pulls me back to reality. Number 82, that's me. Interrogation this late today? Give me a break. I'm sighing away at the guard in the sea and slowly gets up. Detective in charge leads me away, leaving the cell behind. It's been a while. There's a giant TV in here. Lost call in the interrogation room. The stiffness really seems to stress the spitefulness of this room long enough to get me down. I guess to give them a whole truth. Since it was alright, I didn't plan to hide anything. It's been painful. Things got complicated. Obviously, proving that you killed people with magic isn't the kind of thing that can be demonstrated to an audience that isn't willing to listen. After going through some serious sexual evolution, all that crap, the interrogation weren't able to make any progress, so my jail life continues. Today they want me to go over some evidence. I plow my ass down the uncomfortable stool as a young detective lines up the several objects on the table.
These are the 3 pieces of evidence.
This is a replica gun that's been modified with real bullets. Oh yeah, that was was in my closet. I brought this when I first joined the police force, and it was frustrated when I didn't get a gun right off the bat. And this a digital audio player. I won them last year's bingo game, and then tossed it somewhere. Forgot about it. Where the hell did they find it? A large flat screen TV is big enough to easily shove someone through. I've never seen this TV before. In other words, this is irrelevant to the interrogation. It's pretty damn evident that there's no evidence to find. I got nothing more to hide. I told them so. And yet they still managed to dig up some more junk. They don't even realize that they're wasting their time.
None of them them are related to the case. I mean, I've said this many times before. I've already told you everything.
Shut up. No back talk. Just check them all.
Detective hunts the table with his fist, probably in an attempt to intimidate me. Ah, what a loser. Game's long been over. A good will do for me to line out. The reason you can't assemble a case against me is because you're idiots. And I have to sit and waste my energy dealing with you morons. Why don't you use your head a little? I'll make a show for pretending to look at the so-called evidence again. The detective lights a cigarette.
Seriously. With Adochi and Dojima. Is anyone at Inaba PD not a dumbass?
Kojima's.
Ryotaro Dojima. You know him real well. Rumor has it his position at the station's shaky because of you. A real cop wouldn't have the balls to show his face at the station if one of his men got sent up for murder.
The detective wishes the cigarettes blow smoke in my face. I get this kind of treatment every day. At least it's one less service act of hostility I have to endure. Since I'm an ex-cop, the police are merciless when they interrogate me. On top of the resign from the morning till night, I'm starting to doze off. I get some water to the face. The verbal abuse is consistent. I say something, I get yelled at. If I stay quiet, I get yelled at. It's really impressive how much energy they have. They're probably pissed at how long this case is taking them. They can't blame me for their incompetence. Since I don't have much more, I don't so much as move an eyebrow. The detective lights a second cigarette and laughs mockingly.
I felt sorry for him. So out of kindness, I told him during the investigation. I said, I'll make sure to dispose of your no-good man. So don't worry about that. And what does that bastard do? He suddenly grabs me by the collar. I almost ended up having to submit a written apology.
Talk about it, blood.
It ain't nothing to laugh about. What do you think he said, huh? He can settle matters for himself without me asking you to do it. What a bunch of shit to say about a killer.
Hearing that, I smile knowingly. Dojima-san is being a pain in the ass like always, but I'm no longer his subordinate, so it's just a complete stranger. Should cut off any ties with me, but instead he's going to go and say that. Besides, isn't it backwards would detective be believing a criminal? This cop's tried. Seriously, he makes me laugh.
I'm done dealing with hicks. Though I guess once you've been a police dick in the sticks that long, your morale's shot. I wouldn't be surprised if Dojima snuffed a few himself. That must be where his men learned it.
That's a funny joke. Although, aren't you the one with the quick fist? I heard rumors about you when I was on active duty. You punched a suspect in the face during an investigation. Got found out and covered it up, right? What a hero!
Detective face gets redder and redder, even though I sound frivolous. My heart is cold.
Since then, you've made sure to only punch him in the gut, right? You sure know what you're doing, aiming to work at the Metropolitan PD.
You little... I ain't taking that kind of lip from a goddamn killer.
The chair is knocked from under me and is slammed to the ground. The detective grabs me at the hair and roughly pulls my head up. Seeing the detective face control with anger and humiliation just hilarious.
If you want a good thrashing, then you better spill everything, you bastard.
Sir, you really shouldn't go any further.
The young detective, who's clearly taking no sudden steps towards, look panicked. There's no force behind this action. No, he's got to control this situation.
You don't get anything out of scumbags like him without getting your hands dirty. Watch and learn.
He punched me in the gut. He avoided my solar plex. He must have used it to hit people. I choked back his stomach, acid, and coughs.
Nice. Isn't this against the Criminal Procedure Code? Criminal Procedure Code, Article 319. Forced confessions gained through torture and intimidation are inadmissible as evidence. Anything I tell you is invalid if you get your hands dirty. Didn't they teach you the basics in Police Academy? Oh, but I get it. You're stuck in the boonies like this because you can't even get the Criminal Procedure Code straight.
You.
Detective's eyes open wide. Looks like I had a nerve. He probably he was probably going to hit me again. I braced myself for it, but control my anticipation. I'm not struck by a fist. Said I feel a cold steel barrel of gun pressed against my temple.
You must be Toru Adachi. I wish to speak with you.
The atmosphere in the room suddenly becomes tense. I feel a chill run down my spine. Not the same detective I was talking to, he's someone else. I don't have any proof, that's what my gut is telling me.
Sorry, but I must ask you to come with me. Enter the TV here. And to be clear, this is less a request than an order.
Whoa, what are you doing? There'll be hell to pay for pointing your gun at a detainee. You really need to calm.
Ah, yes. I'd forgotten we weren't alone. Get out of here.
Huh? What are you saying?
I said get out. I don't wish to make matters worse. And you don't wish to die, do you?
The detective slowly raises his arm to point the gun towards the corner of the ceiling. He fires and the security camera. The room shatters to pieces, accompanied by the ear-splitting sound of gunfire. The young detective quivers and bolts from the interrogation room. Well, he made the right move. There's no point in making a show of justice. This is gonna get you killed.
Ah, now you've done it. So, who are you?
You'll find out when we meet. Enter the TV. You should still be able to do that.
Don't you need to be inside of Inaba area to do that? Like, are they still in Inaba? Try to change expression. He pushes the gun into my back. I tried to resist, but he pulled the trigger without hesitation. I can feel the danger in the air. Disobeying him won't be a wise plan now. I walk towards the TV and being brought to the evidence. Before I can even start struggling, I'm thrown into the television, with unbelievable strength. I feel strength, floating sensation, the gravity lost the hold on me entirely.
Just like old times.
Yeah, I know this feeling. I know what's waiting for me at the bottom. What now? I sank slightly as I fell head first. Head first! He's gonna die. Was thrown into a school classroom involved in an uncanny atmosphere. Chairs, desk going up, textbook on the shelves and blackboards, all good stuff, as well as a table P-1 Grand Prix. Seriously, who made these things? I look at blackboard puzzles and read the words Yoshigami High School monster event right on top
When I
of it.
exited the TV, I found myself in a classroom.
Yoshigami High is those wannabe detectives win. Of course, this isn't a real school. I get the feeling that we'll be showing up any moment now. Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. Going to need to worry about is whoever called me here is somewhere in the school too.
Seriously, I can't believe I'm called in here all of a sudden. I'm not even a cop anymore. Honestly, I'd rather be in prison.
Well, that said, even if I do, I'll be back to square one. That could be very annoying. Finally, I'll play along then. I was getting tired of dealing with those idiots cops
Well, I
anyway.
guess I'll go. If anything like this would ever happen again, isn't there something wrong with this world? Who knows what'll happen next?
I got started investigating from the top. I scratched my head and started making the door of the classroom, sure to find some evidence to just start walking around. Huh? Wait a sec. Something Dojima-san used to say all the time.
Oh man, I picked up the habit without realizing it. Look what you've done to me, Dojima-san.
Give me a break, Dojima-san, and roll my dice to leave the dark classroom. To be continued. Okay, now it's in red now. Oh, so that was 11% and that was one chapter, huh? Intentions. So that was chapter 1. Okay, alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There are 14 chapters. And, yeah, okay. Alright. So, must be, there must be fight. I think Adachi at least is gonna have, 2 fights. One is with Yu Narukami, one is gonna be with Sho Minazuki. So yeah, he might fight the the final boss, but he might not. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out next time. Alright. We are done with the Persona 4 Arena, the episode P4, got 100% on that. Episode P3, got 100% on that. And now we're trying to get up episode of Adochi done, which we should be able to finish tomorrow. Alright? If you're watching this on Twitch, follow the channel like the playthrough I'm doing. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you want. If you want to watch it live on Twitch, I'll leave the channel link down in the descriptions. Also, leave my Patreon link down there too. See you guys all next time. Goodbye.